Hey guys, I'm kind of like ready to get back into it. Thanks for tuning into my Vlogmas. I am having a late start, but I have been absent from here for a little while. So thank you for being here if you are. And I gotta catch you up on some things. So let's start there. All right, as you can see, boxes are packed. Rooms are emptying. I moved from Minnesota back home to Illinois and I bought this cute house. Here's some video photos of it cleared out, me moving in, doing some projects, reno. This has been keeping me very busy the last few months, hence why I haven't been on here. Though I'm finally in a place where things are starting to feel like home and I'm relaxed. I'm making some art, as you can see. I did successfully continue making Patreon art through that entire move, so if you're a patron, shout out to you. Thanks for keeping me keeping on, because you really do. But it's been a slow transition back into small town life from city life, but I can confidently say that it suits me. I mean, look at that, that's gorgeous. Look at all the time I have. Sage absolutely loves it, so even if I weren't happy, I'd be super happy because look at her cuteness. That's a squirrel, but you'll see her again in a quick second. She's loving it. So let's start Vlogmas off right and do day one. All right, good morning. It's December 5th, about 6:30. I just put my boots on. Sage is waiting patiently. We're gonna go on a little walk this morning. And then have some coffee when I get back, but it's frosty out there, so wish me luck. Okay, so excuse me. We're now at about 8:10 in the morning. As you can see, I took Sage on a walk, and then I spend most of my morning kind of chilling, relaxing. I did a little bit more relaxing than normal just because my tummy's hurt a bit. I don't know if you could see it in that clip I posted or not, but just before this, but I did put like a heat pad on my stomach to try to help that out, though it's not subsiding too much. But alas, we must chug along with our days regardless of if we are in pain. So I just made my little to-do list for today. If you didn't know, I am a full-time stylist at StitchFix. So that is my day job, as that's what I do for most of the day, which I'm not going to film all that because it's just me sitting in the same spot you just saw. But I was going to flip it around and show you my to-do list and walk through what we're going to do in between StitchFix when I need a little break and then afterwards. So let me flip you around. Oh, here we go. So this is just how I break up my StitchFix work for my brain. And then these are our art and home things to do today. I did a couple of canvas paintings over the weekend that I need to clean the edges up on. I have a couple orders that came in I need to pack, which I'll probably do sometime this morning. I have created this Santa Claus print for Patreon, and since it's Christmas, I'm actually going to print it out large and send it as a surprise, which I think everyone's going to love. I need to post on Patreon so they know what's going on. I need to quote my friend for some prints and stickers she's ordered from me, paint an original for my top Patreon tier, and then edit this video. And then normal house tidy things to do. So I look forward to seeing me do today, pack the order, paint some things. I think that'll all be very exciting for you. So let's kick to it. I'm gonna start my day off here at StitchFix, so I don't feel the need to show you me just sitting at this desk, so you'll probably see me doing some sort of arty thing next. But just know I've stitch fixed in between. I'm gonna take a little break from StitchFix, which you saw me pack up this little tubed order. I feel like the footage I got of that was a little wonky, so you may not have really gotten the gist of how I do that, but you'll have more chances to see if you keep watching the Vlogmas series. This one was an 11x17 print and a couple of stickers, and then I always throw in my business card. I write thank you on the envelope, and I throw in my Patreon information so that I can continue spreading all the good word on that situation. So I'm going to run to the post office, which is just down the road, and I also need to drop off my city utility bill, which is right next to the post office. So if I didn't have to get back to Stitch Fix, I'd walk and take Sage with me, but since this is just a quick pop out, I am going to drive. And it's also cold, so we're gonna do both those things. but it's about over, so I wanted to pop in and tell you what I was just doing. If you don't know, so this piece here and this one here, these are pieces that I made for my my brother's very long-term girlfriend for Christmas. This is the plan. She told me that she pointed out a couple things when we were doing some errands that she liked, and she talked to me about how she liked some figure wall art things. So I thought I'd combine kind of the abstract-y, watery splooshes with some figures that I drew with calligraphy brush and black ink. I think they turned out pretty cool. I really think she's gonna like them, hopefully. And so I was just varnishing them, and I was going to, since I like did since the blue in the background, this cool background stuff, I created it with like tons of water mixed with some paint. And so when I like poured it down onto the canvases, and then I had to let it dry, and I wanted the water to dry as it was, so I couldn't move the canvases, and a lot of water had like ran over the edge, and so the backs were pretty soaked, and so the canvas is just like, you know, popped off the wooden frame a little bit because it was sitting in water for a little while. So I was just gonna glue it back down, and as you witnessed, my glue stick decided to poop out on me and fall out and create kind of a mess. So then I used the varnish to stick it down, which actually worked pretty well on that one, but now I can't turn it over to varnish the top side. So I decided to varnish the top side of this one. Now, I've not used varnish before, so it's kind of an experiment for me. This is a matte varnish, but it looks fine so far. You know, it's supposed to be a little protective layer, so that's nice. But now I'm gonna have to go do some more work while these dry. I was planning on, if you remember my little to-do list, I was planning on finishing up the edges is what I wrote down. I was thinking about painting them black or white. But as I look at them now, I really like the way that it actually looks rough with the water kind of poured over the side like that, where the paint went and poured over. So I actually have decided to not do that. We're just gonna varnish the tops and the sides and the backs and call it good. I'm not gonna buy frames because it's an expensive undertaking, and I don't know what kind of frames she would want anyway. So yeah, that's what I'm doing now. I'm gonna go back to work, and then I'll touch base with you after that, I guess. This is weird. Let's just wait a minute until she makes her bed. Oh. Okay. Okay, so work is over. I went and visited my great grandma Rose this evening. I've just eaten a little bit of dinner, and I was watching a Vlogmas vlog from By Bun while I was eating. So it is currently on my TV. And once it is over, what am I gonna do? I have to make art of some kind today. All I've done is computer stuff all day, so I didn't film all of it. If you remember my to-do list, order Patreon Santa Claus print, I did that. Okay, let me just get that so you can see what it is. Okie dokie. Getting into my iPad so I can show you the Santa Claus that I am talking about. So I went ahead and ordered these, so I should be able to pick them up hopefully tomorrow. And then I can ship them out. So this will be for my $10 Patreon tiers. looks like. The camera makes it a little bit brighter of a red. It's more of a burgundy, dusty color. But this is what he looks like regardless. So I'm excited to send those out. I think it'll be a fun surprise for my patrons. Normally for their tier, I send out 6x8s G-clay prints. So these will not be a G-clay print, but they'll be bigger, so I feel like it's an even trade-off. For that, it's a $10 tier, so if you're, curious, go check it out, sign up for that. And then what I think I'll work on tonight is my top tier, which is $30 a month. They get the sticker, the print, everything I post on Patreon, and then also an original 8x10 painting every other month. So it's like a $60 painting every other month, since it's 2 months, but really it's less than that when you add in shipping and all that stuff and taxes that are taken out, yada 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 yada. Anyway, that's that. So I did order those. The other thing on my list was to quote my friend for the custom that I made for her, and she's also getting the same design made into stickers. So this is that design, and I did do that. I'm just waiting for her to get back to me on the size she would like them printed. This is also a digital design. It's right here. So it's her and a couple of her really close friends. They're big into the Ren Fair. So kind of like wanted to do a similar idea to the Santa Claus of having like a sketched look on like old-timey parchment paper. So you can't see it either, but there's texture on the background, which will show up really nicely once it's printed. Things on my to-do list, house things. I have not Swiffered or done my laundry. But I think I'll finish off the vlogging with me doing some kind of painting this evening, and I would like to start and finish it since it's only, I should tell you what time it is since it's the daily vlog. It is 6:07. So there's plenty of day left. It's just pitch freaking black outside. So I feel like it's time for me to, curl up and, oh, my order is ready to pick up right now. I'm not going to go pick up Santa Claus right now. I'll get him tomorrow. But yeah, I feel like I should be going to bed, but there's plenty of day left, so I will start painting something, but I have zero idea what I'm going to do. I never get very excited about like holiday themed things, so I have a hard time making any money around any holiday themed things. And a tree sounds boring and not fun for me. I don't know, you'll see. I'll see. Figure it out. All right, team, I'm actually going to sign off for the night. I have not completed the 8x10 original painting like I said I was going to, but I have a good idea of what I'm going to do. So what I just did, let me turn you around, is I sketched these different like street scenes and then little fun different houses very simply and stuff. But basically I think I'm just going to end up doing something very simple, log cabin-y, back to an old sketch that I really liked and never made big. Oh, where is it? Right here? Yeah. So something kind of like this. But it's already a bit after 7, and I want to get all of this compiled and at least like organized before I go to bed tonight. And I've been working all day, so I don't feel like I need to work until bedtime. Editing always takes longer than I think too, so I want to get a head start on that. So I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you'd like. Check out the Patreon. Check out my online website because there are prints available and stuff on there. But thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.